Hello and welcome, Casper here, and in this video I would like to show you how to make money on Fiverr with no skills. Now before I start telling you or showing you how this method works, I would like to share with you some of my experience and the orders that I've managed to get using this particular method. Now, as you can see right now, this is actually a screenshot of my email with the orders that I get with Fiverr. Okay, this is back then in 2017. It is a snapshot of my October orders, and to be really honest with you, this method is really fascinating because if you do it right, you can actually get a lot of orders coming in, because back then I was at the point where I couldn't scale this business because there were too many orders coming in, and I could not actually juggle with everything because I am actually not providing the service. So let me share my experience with you. Okay, more than a year ago, this method was actually taught by one of my mentors, and one day he told me, he said, hey, if you want to try out a method, not to say a new method, but a method to actually make some money online and actually put your feet into the water a while, just to have a look and just try out how the internet marketing space is, there is a method to actually do it. And I was like, okay, what method it is? So he told me this particular method where I'm supposed to find some service where a lot of people are actually looking for that particular service, and the catch is I need to find another person who actually provides that service, and I'm supposed to sell that same service on Fiverr. So after some brainstorming and some trial and error, I've managed to find a particular niche, and this niche is some sort of like gray hat marketing sort of space where I was actually selling Twitter retweets and Twitter likes. So that was how I started this strategy. So I remember back then I was doing like $5, because on Fiverr the minimum price to actually set up a gig is $5. So I was selling $5 for 25 retweets and 25 likes. Okay, so I did it for around a month, where I've managed to get 6 orders, I believe 6 or 7 orders, and out of that 6 and 7 orders I get 3 reviews from the customers, and each customers gave me 5 stars. So after the first month, I've thought to myself that this method is actually a really good method. So I've increased the price from $5 to $10, and that was when I've actually made a steady income of a minimal $200 a month up to $500 a month if that month was good. So here is a brief overview of how this method works, or what this method is called. This method is called reselling, and some of you might heard of it as arbitrage. Okay, so what is this method is all about? It is buying something at a lower price and selling the same service or product at a higher price. And the truth is, why do we look at Fiverr? And the good thing about Fiverr is that it is one of the top websites in the world. Okay, as you can see right now, I'm on alexa.com, and I'm going to search for Fiverr, and we will see what the position is. Okay, it is ranked globally at 477, and in the United States it is ranked at 377. So this stat itself gives you a rough estimate of how many traffic they are getting into the website. So basically, if you manage to get the niche right, you basically do not need to share your gig on other social media platforms. Meaning, if for example, I was doing Twitter retweets back then. I'm not doing it right now. I've stopped everything on Fiverr. I only purchase orders right now. But back then, when I was a seller on Fiverr, I did not promote any of my gigs because I only have one gig. First thing, I only have one gig, and the demand for Twitter retweets was off the roof. So basically, everyone would be there searching for it, and the amount of people in the niche is really little. Like the people who actually provide this sort of grey hat service is really a small group of people. Now, let me tell you what you should do to start off. Okay, so to start off, you need to sign up for an account on Fiverr. If you don't have an account, you need to sign up an account. It's free, and if you have an account, you can actually use your existing account. And the second thing is to create your profile, upload your photo, and edit your bio. Okay, this is an example that how you should create your profile. As you can see right here, this is an image of me, and I recommend that you use a picture of yourself. As you can see here, I have a full body picture and with a background picture and a good bio right here, and this bio is actually just a short description to actually connect you and your buyer. So basically, these are the things that they are going to see when they click on your profile. And as you can see here, I have a purple badge, which is a level 2 seller. I'm a level 2 seller on Fiverr back then. Okay, and I have a total of 5 stars. Out of 34 reviews, everyone gave me 5 stars. So that gives you a rough estimate of how good my services was. And here is what to do next. Okay, so first and foremost, you need to go and research on SEO Clerks. Okay, so on SEO Clerks, it is actually a platform similar to Fiverr, but the prices are really low. Okay, so when I was doing it, the guy that provided the same service is charging me $1, and after service charge is $1.05 or $1.25. So basically, I'm looking at an ROI of around 600%, because when I sell on Fiverr takes 20% of whatever I'm selling. So if I sell at $10, I'll get $8 in return, and I'll minus off that $1.25, and that gives me around 675% of ROI, and that is just the baseline package. And after that, you need to go to Fiverr to research the same exact service that you are going to sell on Fiverr. Meaning that if I were to go to SEO Clerks and find for Twitter retweets, I would actually go to Fiverr to have a look whether this service is available or is the competition really high. Okay, so I'll actually switch the screen right now and show you. Okay, so this is the Fiverr website. Okay, I'll type it in. Okay, you can see here. So this is really a really good niche to be in, because as you can see here, Twitter retweets, they only have like less than a page. Okay, if you were to say you want to do some sort of like let's just say you have a skill. Okay, if you have a skill to do like web design, okay, now this is a really competitive niche, because as you can see they have more than 10 pages and everyone is promoting the same service. Okay, and let's just go back to the retweets. And we'll have a look at this. Okay, I will promote your Twitter post via retweet. Okay, she has a 4.9 star in total and she has 19 reviews. And just have a look at how she does it. Okay, she has 3 packages and she already have 3 orders in queue. So basically she has 3 orders in queue and she's just a member since March. Okay, so she charges for a base package, she charges $10, and she will actually give you 100 retweets and she will deliver it in 1 day. For $30 she would give 150 retweets and she will deliver it in 2 days, and if you want it in 1 day you need to pay an extra $10. And same goes to this, which is the premium package. This is the description of the gig. How would you like to describe your gig? It will be here, and below this is the review section where your customers would actually write you a review. There you go. She has been making substantial amount of money and she has an account for like 2 months. Yeah, so after you estimate your delivery you will need to calculate your ROI. Like my ROI was 600%, and let's just say if you are doing something that costs more on SEO clerks, you would like to go to Fiverr and sell it more. So basically if you were to sell a service like a backlink kind of service, you get it on SEO clerks, it is $10 or $5 for 15 quality backlinks. You would go to Fiverr and sort out how much do people charge on Fiverr that give the same exact quality backlinks and how much they are charging. So from there you could calculate how much your ROI is. So after you calculate your ROI, you will need to have an upsell, which is what sort of upsells would you give in order to earn more. Back then when I was selling my gig, besides then the 25 likes and 25 retweets, I would have 2 upsells. One upsell is a $20 upsell and the other one is a $25 upsell. And I do not have packages, I only have one package, which is the 25 likes and 25 retweets. So it all depends on your creativity on how you would like to create your gig. Okay, so one more thing that I would like to touch on is it doesn't mean that you need to be in the social media marketing space to actually start selling this sort of services. I've seen people have success with PLR ebooks, which are private label rights ebooks. I've seen people who have success with article writing, where they outsource their writing skills to someone from the Philippines or someone from Nigeria, because the cost is really low for one article, and they upsell it on Fiverr that gives them an ROI of at least 600 to 700%. So basically you just need to be creative to find something that there is a market that they will be looking for. Okay, the most important thing that you need to understand is you need to find something that people are looking for, and the people that are providing that particular service, there is just a small group of people. Once you can find this service, it is everything will just fall into place, because you already have the audience. Okay, Fiverr would be the one bringing the audience. You don't need to share to your friends or to your family. You don't need to share on Facebook. You don't need to share on Google Plus, on Twitter. You don't need anything. They will just type it in Fiverr to search for it, and they would actually find your service. Okay, so this is actually one of the simplest way for you to start generating some income, so that you could take this income and invest in some other programs or products for you to learn more about internet marketing. Well, that's about it. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, write some comments below, and check the description box below. You can follow me on Twitter, and you can see all the recommended programs that I recommend in the description below. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you guys next time.